back to this week's edition of Lancers in the News. We hope you're having a good Friday so far.
Let's start the morning off with some important announcements for you all.
Attention all sophomores, juniors, and seniors with a cumulative GPA of 3.3 or higher. NHS candidate forms will be distributed next Friday, January 25th during homeroom. They will be due Wednesday, February 6th, so make sure to turn those in.
Seniors, your CSF applications are due today in room 403 by 3 p.m.
For underclassmen who want to know more about CSF, CSF stands for California Scholarship Federation and is a statewide organization to honor outstanding high school students for their academic achievements.
Starting as a sophomore, if you are a member of CSF for at least 4 semesters, including 1 semester during your senior year, you will graduate as a life member of CSF.
CSF Life members receive special recognition at graduation, including a CSF seal on their diploma, a CSF pin, and with 4 semesters of active membership, gold cords to wear at graduation.
For any students who are interested in becoming a member, juniors, you guys can start picking up your CSF applications today in room 403, and they will be due next Friday.
Sophomores, your turn to apply will be in the weeks to come.
All AP students should have received a paper from Ms. McCullough confirming the number of AP exams they will take in May. If you did not receive the paper and the student bulletin that goes with it, please see her today.
Also, if you need financial consideration for a fee reduction, please see her for eligibility requirements. All requests must be approved by February 15th.
As I am sure many of you know, our campus is filled with tons of clubs and talented students.
One of these clubs with very talented students happens to be robotics. Let's take a look to see what's been going on the robotics team.
This week, we wanted to shine light upon one of the most active clubs on campus and give a preview of what it's really like to be part of the club. Jacob Loera, head engineer of the robotics club. So Jacob, what are your current projects?
My current projects are the robot over there named Chronicle, and we're currently working on the arm and the linear motion thing.
I'm here with Sean Ray, 3D designer of the robotics club. What has been your favorite project so far?
My favorite project was building the robot Chronicle because I've never done something like that before, and it was really fulfilling to have completed it together as a group.
Working on our FTC robot has been a great experience for all of us. It's really brought us closer together and brought us to the next level through robotics with metal and really getting that stuff done.
So what do you think is the best thing about Robotics Club?
I think just building the robot and meeting new people, and when the little kids drive the robot, like on back to school night, I think that's what it's called. But yeah, that was pretty cool too.
I think the people, because like it was really good getting to meet everyone, and they're like really good friends now, and getting to bond with them has always been something that encourages me to keep coming back.
What would you say to people who are thinking about joining the club but haven't joined yet?
I would say definitely do it because it's been a great experience and I really love it. I get to express my creativity. I get to be who I truly am. And people who say that it's not fun, it's a lot of fun. And it just takes a lot of dedication and a lot of time, so yeah.
Thank you.
Give it a shot, you know, if you like Legos or if you're creative, we always love people like that, so yeah, just do it.
And this is Taylor McNeil reporting for The Lance.
Attention student drivers, second semester parking permit applications are now being accepted. All seniors, juniors, and sophomores should have received an email with information and application form.
Second semester parking permits will be required to gain entrance into the student lot beginning Wednesday, January 30th.
Parking spaces in the student lot will be very limited this semester since all faculty and staff will be in the same parking lot. It is expected that spaces will sell out very quickly, so be sure to get in your paperwork as soon as possible.
Remember, permits are issued on a first-come, first-served basis.
In the meantime, only students with first semester permits will be allowed in the parking lot. First semester permits will no longer be valid beginning January 30th when the new permits will be required.
Please see Ms. Salcedo if you have any questions.
Spring musical auditions are coming. The musical this year is Disney's Beauty and the Beast. Auditions will take place on Tuesday, January 29th at 3 p.m. in the PAB.
You will need to prepare 16 measures of a song to sing for the audition, and be sure to wear comfortable clothes that will enhance your performance for the dancing portion of the audition. You will also need to bring a copy of the sheet music for your song.
If you have any further questions, please see either Miss Busser or Miss Escobar. Good luck!
Before we move any further, here's Matthew Acosta with your sports updates.
Hey there, Lancers! Let me get you all caught up on this week in sports. Let's get started on the court where our boys basketball team will be taking on St. Paul tonight in the Carroll Center at 7. And if you can't make it out tonight, make sure to follow the Almont Sports account for in-game updates. And keeping it on the court, our girls basketball team has a game this Saturday against Cantwell Sacred Heart in the Carroll Center at 4:30. Make sure to go out and support our girls. Now onto the field, where our girls soccer team continues on their 7-game winning streak by beating Bishop Montgomery 3-0 on Wednesday. Their next game will be on Saturday at 11, right here in Kiefer Stadium. Good luck, girls. That's all for this week, Lancers, but make sure to stay up to date with all Almont sports all the time on the Lance.org and the Almont Sports account. Now back to you guys.
Thanks, Matthew.
Now on to Christian service.
The 30-hour famine is back and will take place at Nativity Church in Almonte this weekend from January 19th to the 20th.
Information, permission, and waiver forms are available on the Christian Service Bulletin Board.
Our first adopted grandparent will take place next week on January 25th, so make sure to turn in your permission forms for that event as well.
The English department is still sponsoring the month-long hygiene kit drive.
We will make care packages for our homeless brothers and sisters that will be handed out on January 30th at St. John Vianney's Church in Hacienda Heights, where students are also invited to come and serve them dinner.
Volunteer spots are limited, so please see Mr. Kaslag if you want to help out.
Attention seniors!
The deadline to apply to the prestigious Archdiocese of Los Angeles Christian Service Award is this Friday, January 18th. Application forms are on the Christian Service Bulletin Board.
A couple of announcements from the athletic office.
Volunteers are needed for the concession stand on the following days, Friday, January 18th from 3 p.m. to 8:30 for the boys' basketball game.
And Saturday, January 19th from 1 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. for the girls' basketball game.
For those students who are interested, please see Mr. Manzo.
Before we close out the news, let's get to know one of our peers a little bit better, Jacob Kaczorowski.
Hi, I'm Jacob Kaczorowski. I'm a senior and I'm gonna try and become a net missionary. So growing up, I played football, and this is where my dad comes because I wanted to make him happy along with my mother. I can go places with football. I'm gonna play in the NFL, I'm gonna do all these things, but never once did it really cross my mind that I would make it there. I thought I was doing great, I enjoyed it, and then I reached junior year. Junior year in my experience was actually a very crazy time in my life. Not a lot of people know, but like I was very sad, and within football it actually became harder. I went into the locker room and I was sitting there. I called my mother.
I didn't know at the moment how to feel. I think every mom out there knows their child. And I knew Jacob was not happy. Jacob would come home and he'd be really sad and just never wanted to talk. And that's not Jacob.
She told me, do what you feel is right. Do what's gonna make you happy. It's your decision. I was lost. I just put all my equipment away and I was like, I'm done. Junior year comes and I start having this weird urge of playing the guitar. It brought me this joy, this happiness, this just something that I could truly escape to. I joined this class called Faith in Action. There was this team who came. It was called NET, and they came with such great enthusiasm and just happiness, and I was like, wow, like that's something I'd want. So then I signed up for a November Kairos. God, in every second of that retreat was present. I was actually reminded about NET. I myself didn't really know my capabilities of being able to be a leader. During adoration, I was there. I go, what do I do? What do you want me to do? I placed my hand at the bottom of the monstrum. It was just, I can't even explain like the feeling I had of just peace at heart. And I knew that I wanted to join Net Ministries. It's scary enough to think that I'd be going around places and helping others and allowing others to see God, but I can do something. If all else fails, no matter what happens and no matter what outcomes are, God is gonna be there, and I know that God's not gonna allow me to fall, that everything's gonna be perfectly fine.
I'm really proud of Jacob. Jacob has come a long way from being my little baby to being a young man. So I'm proud of him. I can't wait for the future, and I know God has a lot in store for him. And I'm proud and lucky to say he's my son. I am. He's my baby.
Thanks, Jackie.
Well, that's a wrap on the news for this week, everybody.
We hope to see you all showing your school spirit at the Winter Rally later.
Have a marvelous Friday, Lancers!